Frankenfoot, Frankenfoot, Frankenfoot. Hey, you got Frankenfoot here with another failure. I seem to be having a lot of those lately. I'll leave that at that. This is a well-crafted little base. I eventually decided to go with HPHB, but this fella has done some interesting things here. Even though these air defenses are exposed, it is probably going to be tough to get a queen walk to work. Because you'd have to start either over here or over here. You'd probably want to start over here so you could end up taking out the queen. You'd have to deal with the king and a cannon real quick, and then once you walk into here, who knows if there's Teslas here. Fresh hit, could be a Tesla there, could be Teslas there, and you're going to have an expo on you that you can't reach from a queen walk. You can reach these two air Ds, but when you walk into here, you have a lot of point defense that's on you, plus an air sweeper knocking your healers back. So you are definitely going to have to use a rage there. And you're not taking out the queen. And if you try to walk on this side, it's the same thing, except now you can't reach the air D. And the queen is also going to be pummeling you. You might, for most of the time, be out of range of that expo. But I didn't think a queen walk was a good idea in this case, so I decided to go with HPHB, and it would have gone much more differently if I had just chosen a different place to enter. So I thought what I was going to do is I looked at the base, and you can see that you can trim off a lot of these external buildings with minions. So I brought a lot of minions with me. And one archer to help with this guy, because she can stay out of the range of anything that can hit her. And I'll bust in here with the P.E.K.K.A.s, with wall breakers, and then I'll rage through here, and they will go in after this mortar here. And they'll bust through this wall, and then once they're in here, thankfully he's got the walls built this way. He's probably got a spring trap there, but I don't care if I'm using P.E.K.K.A.s. P.E.K.K.A.s will come in, and as soon as they're in the queen's circle to go and take out the queen, and things will want to move in this direction, I'll have bowlers behind them, and they'll be wiping out these extra buildings here along with the queen. I've got 2 poison spells ready for the clan castle troops. Don't know what's in there, but everything we found in there has been able to be taken out by a poison spell. And of course, once things have been cleaned out pretty good by the kill squad, maybe once they reach about here, it'll be time to release the hogs. 12 hogs, 2 heal spells, rages to keep the P.E.K.K.A.s going, and to keep the healers healing them up. So not overly complex. Can't remember if there's anything else interesting to worry about. Just trying to be very careful with the wall breakers. Now what I didn't expect was when the P.E.K.K.A.s came in here, when they were standing here, rather than going for this mortar, or when they were standing somewhere in this compartment, they didn't go for this mortar. They decided to walk outside of the base all the way around and go for that storage. I was not expecting that. So things might have been very differently if instead of trying to break in here, I just broke in here. And things would have probably wanted to go into the core and would have been more likely to go through and break in. But anyway, that somebody did HPHB from this side. I guess I'll show that attack too. Why not? And that did do it. So we'll watch disaster unfold in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I sent that archer out to start knocking off that building so my minions would go directly into here and take these out. I'm going to leave this building up to help the P.E.K.K.A.s funnel. And I went ahead and dropped a minion on that builder's hut as well, because I didn't want the P.E.K.K.A.s to get distracted and go wacky places. So as soon as the P.E.K.K.A.s are down to tanking for that cannon, I'm going to drop wall breakers. And I very persnickedly wanted the hole to be here, because I didn't want the bowlers to get distracted. So down come the P.E.K.K.A.s, wall breakers coming in, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm a genius. So there's a hole exactly where I want it, and I'm so worried about getting the bowlers to funnel. They funneled properly for once, but now watch these P.E.K.K.A.s. Boom, building gone, building gone. Where do you think these guys would go? Where do you think these guys would want to go? The P.E.K.K.A.s walk all the way around to take out that storage, and the bowlers go into the base. Even though they're standing over here, P.E.K.K.A.s are over here, P.E.K.K.A.s go all the way, I don't know. You tell me. But that's it, you're done. HPHB works very well, provided you get the P.E.K.K.A.s and the bowlers into the core. If anything else happens, you're not looking at a successful attack. And that's game over. Tried to salvage it. I let the P.E.K.K.A.s go around, doing as much damage on the outskirts as they could before I released the hogs, but at some point in time you just gotta bite the bullet and accept your fate as a loser. Yeah. Yeah, 2 healers on the queen, though. Look at them. I mean, only 2 healers isn't going to keep the queen up for very long. But it's better than nothing, I guess. So I released the hogs, but too much base left over for them. Giant bombs got to be somewhere. There's the first one. Boop! Yeah, very well laid out base, too. Oh, yeah, and the doomsday of the hog attack is pretty much the expo. They get to the expo, if there's too many defenses around, point defenses, it's game over. Heal spell can't keep them up. In this case, you've got multiple point defenses and hogs that came up because the P.E.K.K.A.s did not move through the base, triggering the hogs. Or not hogs, the skeletons. And it's just too much. And the hogs always end up sitting on an expo and just taking a beating. So do keep that in mind when you release your hogs. Anyway, well, that's pretty much it for this attack. Sad day, sad day, sad day, sad day. Let's show you the guy who was able to do it. How about that? Same base, same, almost identical. No minions and baby dragons and 1 fewer healer. But he starts some funneling with some baby dragons. Zen's sort of the HPHB master in our clan, in case you were wondering. So he hits in some P.E.K.K.A.s in, drops them very carefully such that they'll funnel properly with bowlers behind them, and now the most likely place they're going to go is in here because of the wonderful funneling that those wizards and baby dragons have done. Triggers 2 giant bombs. Look at that. Hopefully a rage comes down soon. There's the rage. It'll help get the P.E.K.K.A.s through the wall, and it'll help the healers heal everything up nicely. Poison spell comes down for the clan castle troops. Now you've got the king and the queen and a bunch of bowlers in here. Raged up and kicking the snot out of stuff. And he sends his hogs in. Ooh, hits a spring trap right off the bat. He'll spell exactly where I laid it. Let's watch. It's interesting. I guess part of the reason that worked and mine didn't is because he was able to actually get his P.E.K.K.A.s into the core, and so they're doing a lot of tanking. And eventually his king and his barbarians come along and take care of the skeletons. So his hogs were able to survive thanks to the tanking and thanks to things just coming around and just wiping out more buildings. So there you go, HPHB. In a base like this that's big without a whole lot of walls and not a whole lot of compartments, very effective. Provided you get your P.E.K.K.A.s into the core. If you don't do that, forget it. Game over. Not going to happen. Alright, well, I'm late to the gym now and I'm going to get in trouble, but that's okay. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.